Big Brothers Big Sisters was always on my mind because I work in a college environment and I've done a lot with mentorship programs on campus. And I think especially with mentorship programs, I feel, and more so than with a lot of other maybe organizations in the area, you get to see the sort of, you're hands-on with it. You get to see the immediate impact of what you're doing. So that was really exciting to me and sort of what drew me to the mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters. The work that this organization does is just amazing, and the way that it can truly transform a child's life, I think, is what really appealed to me about it. And like I said, having worked at the university and seeing even with younger college students how that power of mentorship can really play a role in transforming that student's life, I think is important.
I remember like whenever we first got paired, I was very nervous. I was very shy and I was like, oh my gosh, what do I say? I was like, what do I say? Because our first outing was to the movies and dinner. So I was just like, you can't really talk during the movies. So I'm like, what do I say? What do I bring up? Do I bring up school, personal stuff, like things that I like? But I feel like during that first outing, we made a quick bond, or like starting off a bond to where it's like, okay, this is gonna be easy. You're somebody I can, hang out with, get to know. Our friendship, I feel like, is more than a friendship. It's something like a sisterly bond between us. And so it's amazing how fast we connected, and it's like every time just like, wow, over this span, we've grown to know each other. And so I would say it's kind of more like a friendship. And one time we went horseback riding. That was surprised me. I was like, oh, okay, we're riding horses now. I see. It was fun. I believe that's maybe my top 3 things that events that we did.
Because she grew up in Chicago for a while, and she had told me once that she liked horses. She's like, I've never really spent time around them. So I took us horseback riding, and I just remember that was so much fun. She was excited, but she was kind of freaked out at first too. And then her horse was kind of unruly, and she was like, oh man. So, but we've just done so many fun things. Like I said, everything from we've gone to a few concerts together, and like I said, we've done some things like going kayaking out on Lake Fayetteville, just going out to dinner. Like I said, we do a little bit of everything, and I think that's been good for me. It's just like I don't have kids either, and it kind of gets me out of my box and finding fun things that I wouldn't ever think of doing. I think college is definitely in her future. She's excited about it. She definitely has, the personality and I think the skills to achieve that. She expressed even from, when she was 13 and we first met, and then knowing that I worked at a college, that she wanted to go to college, just trying to wrap her head around what does she want to do, where does she want to go, and she's a first generation college student. I was a first generation college student as well, so I think that I have a little bit of experience in that front, and being able to know what type of questions, and working in the college environment too, I know what sort of questions families have or what type of questions they don't ask, to be able to navigate that process.
I feel like I would be prepared for college, but I wouldn't be as prepared and know which road to go down and to prepare for even then with Kelly. And I feel like without that, I would kind of be like, well, do I apply now or apply 4 months from now? What is that gonna affect me whenever it comes to choosing me as a student? Kelly invited us to her graduation, and then Kelly's been to a lot of my concerts and everything, and just the bond between my grandmother and Kelly is really nice as well. It's like a motherly daughter type of bond as well.
I truly consider her my family, and I would do anything for her and her family too. And it's and I think going into it, that's what you hope happens, but you're never quite sure. Everyone I talk to, everyone knows about Jada and I, and I've actually run into people out in the people I know out in the community, and it's they're like, oh Jade, this must be Jada, and they'll come up and talk to me, and I'm always on Facebook pushing it, but I just do it. I mean, any hesitations that you have, like I said, my hesitations were, well, I'm introverted, I don't know, I was nervous, or I'm not gonna have the time to do this, and I just found that I was having so much fun with that. It's not a problem to find the time for me to do it, just seeing that the impact you have and the fun that we have together. it doesn't always have to be something big and time consuming and grand that you spend all this time, investing to. Just those little moments I think can be really important.